From Landman Field here at Laurel Highlands High School, it's time for high school baseball action here on the WMBS YouTube page this afternoon. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs 1-8 overall, 0-6 in Section 2. 4A play host the West Mifflin Titans. The Titans 11-3 overall, 6-0 in the conference. Brian Morozak alongside Carl Childs, who's behind the camera on our YouTube live video feed. Our pregame show, as always, being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Laurel Highlands trying to turn things around here this afternoon against the West Mifflin Titans, who actually enter play today, the number 2 team in 4A, according to the Triple Live High School Sports Network, behind the Indiana Little Indians, who haven't lost a game all season. Indiana at 11-0. West Mifflin at 11-3, 6-0 in conference play. In fact, the Titans in the conference have outscored their opponents 47-9 so far this season. Laurel Highlands, they have not won a game since March. It's been over a month. The Mustangs 1-8 overall, 0-6 in the conference. They've been outscored in conference games 43-18 and outscored overall 55-28. Jack Johns to start for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and Jake Martina on the mound for the West Mifflin Titans. 7th appearance of the season for Johns. Has worked 18 2/3 innings, given up 14 hits, 8 runs, 5 of them earned, struck out 18 so far this season, and walked 7. Martina entering with a 3-0 record and a 1.26 ERA, and this will be his 4th appearance. I'll turn it over to Jason Taylor for the starting lineups and the national anthem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Laurel Highlands Senior High School for this afternoon's boys baseball matchup between the visiting West Mifflin Titans and your Laurel Highlands Mustangs. At this time, we would ask everyone please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the West Mifflin Titans high school baseball action from Landman Field here at Laurel Highlands High School. Whether you're buying or selling a home, Jeff Dennis of RE/MAX Select Realty is your local realtor of choice. Jeff and his team are proud members of our community and have the skills, knowledge, and ability to meet your needs. Call them today at 724-933-6300, extension 903, or visit them in person at 542 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Remember to follow Jeff Dennis, team RE/MAX Select Realty on Facebook. Our game today also on the South Union Township Sports Network, brought to you there by Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now U.S. Digestive Health, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank and South Union Township Supervisors Rick Fernan, Bob Schiffbauer, and Jason Scott. West Mifflin to bat here in the top half of the first inning. Let's take a look at their lineup. Leading off the second baseman, number 7, Chase Maggio. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 3, Caden Wills. Batting third and playing third base, number 12, Javon Thompson. batting in the cleanup spot and playing right field, number 13, Braden and Zellick. Batting fifth, and the designated hitter, sophomore number 44, Hunter Horn. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 20, Ryan Bookleitner. Batting seventh and in center field, number 23, Eli Curta. Batting eighth and in left field, number 35, James Monick. And batting ninth and catching, number 18, Mario Cotillo. Defensively for Laurel Highlands, they'll have Nick Crouch out in left, Connor D'Amico in center, Aiden Milsom playing right. Around the horn, Noah Lyon at third, Parker Hoff at short. Andrew Gallick at second, Sevi Vecchiola playing first, Jack Johns pitching, and Braylon Shoke catching. Again, for Johns, his seventh appearance of the season, 0-2 record, has worked 18 2/3 innings, given up 14 hits, 8 runs, 5 of them earned, struck out 18 and walked 7 so far this season. So leading off for West Mifflin, Chase Maggio, the junior second baseman, batting .359. Does have 5 RBIs so far this season. Game temp temperature 68 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Cool breeze in the air on this Tuesday afternoon. First pitch from Jack Johns, the lefty, and therefore a strike to Maggio. And the count 0-1. Laurel Highlands in the home whites, blue numbers, red trim. West Mifflin in the away grays with blue numbers and gold trim. 0-1 pitch from Johns to Maggio. Swing and a miss. The count moves to 0-2. The Mustangs, for much of the conference season, have been using both Nick Flesher and Noah Lyon as their starting pitchers, but Johns, who's pitched well in some non-conference games and in relief for the Mustangs, getting the start here today, misses low and outside on the 1-2, and Carl Childs alongside. And Carl, sometimes when you're struggling in the conference, the Mustangs have so far this season, sometimes you just want to try to mix things up to try to get things going in the right direction for you.
Yeah, I agree. It'll be interesting to see Jack Johns pitch against this this well-prepared West Mifflin team.
He does get Maggio to swing and miss at the 1-2 pitch. So Maggio goes down and 1 away here in the top half of the first inning. And now coming up here for the West Mifflin Titans, number 3, Caden Wills. Wills, the junior shortstop, batting .395. He's driven eight runs so far this season. He swings and misses at the first pitch from Johns. Mustangs have been competitive and have kind of let a couple of games slip away, Carl, in the late innings.
Yeah, they need to try to get better at that. I was looking at some of the scoring tendencies, and Laurel Highlands, their averages, they usually play better in the third and seventh inning. It seems like they get most of their run production towards the end of games, no matter how they're doing. They need to try to get on that a little sooner.
Mustangs is a team with a .201 batting average. Will have to do better at the plate this afternoon against West Mifflin if they want to try to compete with the Titans. And the Titans as a team, they're batting .304. Next pitch on the way, set on the ground to short. Hoff is there. Throw over to first in time to Vecchiola. Record the out 6-3 to retire Wills for the second out of the inning. And the Mustangs certainly have had some issues as well with some defensive errors, especially in the infield, and they can't allow that to happen this afternoon either. But Hoff and Vecchiola certainly looking pretty solid on that last sequence. Now the Titans will bring up Javon Thompson, the senior third baseman. And Thompson ripping the cover off the ball early on this season, batting .444. Has a home run and 9 RBIs so far this season. John's first pitch here to Thompson, outspeed pitch, Miss Lowen in the dirt. Takes the count to 1-0. We'll have the Mustangs in action for you tomorrow as well against West Mifflin. The game will be on Facebook Live and on the radio. The WBS YouTube page tomorrow night will have the Uniontown Red Raiders having their senior night game at Bailey Park, taking on Ringgold. So a double dose for you tomorrow night. Tony Hanul alongside. Carl will be behind the camera. Josh Scully and Gary Frankhauser will have that Uniontown Ringgold game from Bailey Park for you tomorrow with Billy Dice behind the camera. Count here, 2-1, Johns to Thompson. Top half of the first inning, 2 away. The next pitch on the way, Thompson, a shot, little one-hopper to second. Gallick there, throw over to first to Vecchiola in time. Retired Thompson 4-3 for the third out of the inning. So the Titans retired 1-2-3 in the top half of the first inning. We'll move to the bottom of the first inning. West Mifflin nothing, and Laurel Highlands coming to bat. For 20 years, Beagley Tree of Somerset has been providing premier land management services across the region, offering a wide array of services including vegetation control, right-of-way restoration, land clearing, building demolition, erosion and sediment control, access road installation, and more. Beagley can do it all. For more information, visit BeagleyTree.com. That's BeagleyTree.com, or call them today at 814-444-TREE. Beagley Tree Construction Support Services done right. If you have a job around the house that you aren't just fully sure how to tackle, then it's time to call Fulham's Full Service, your best in Fayette, gold medal winner for professional maintenance and handyman services. Fully licensed and insured owner Cody Fulham does it all. From home renovations and repairs to landscaping and auto detailing, he is ready to help you. Call Fulham's today at 724-466-4194. Follow them on Facebook to learn more about their projects and the work they can do for you. Fulham's Full Service. Moving down to the bottom of the first inning, Laurel Highlands coming to bat. Let's take a look at their lineup. Leading off the shortstop, number 18, Parker Hoff. Batting second and playing right field, number 3, Aiden Milsom. Batting third and playing first base, number 1, Sevi Vecchiola. In the cleanup spot and playing third base, number 7, Noah Lyon. Batting fifth in left field, number 4, Nick Crouch. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 30, Andrew Gallick. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 37, Braylon Shoke. Batting eighth and in center field, number 2, Connor D'Amico. And batting ninth, another freshman in the starting lineup, the designated hitter, Cage Sencher. Defensively for West Mifflin, they'll have out in left field today James Monick. In center, Eli Curta. Braden and Zellick in right field. Around the horn, Javon Thompson playing third. Caden Wills is the shortstop. Chase Maggio playing second. And Ryan Bookleitner is the first baseman. Mario Catilla catching. And Jake Martina pitching for the Titans. Martina's first pitch, fastball in there for a strike to Parker Hoff. And the count at 0-1. Hoff, a .231 average, still looking for his first RBI of the season. Senior shortstop for the Mustangs. Now time called. Interesting glove color there for Martina. Looks like turquoise and yellow. Now the 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, chop foul on the left side. And Carl, I can't say I've ever seen a glove of that color before.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. You usually see black or brown leather gloves. It's a first for me as well.
Count now 0-2. Martina to Hoff. Bottom of the first inning, scoreless. And the 0-2 pitch missing, taking the count now to 1-2. I'll give you Martina's numbers here in just a moment. 1-2 now to Parker Hoff, and that pitch misses low, takes the count to 2-2. For Martina's fourth appearance of the season, 3-0 record, 1.26 ERA. Has worked 16 2/3 innings, given up 17 hits, 7 runs, just 3 of the 7 earned. Struck out 20 and walked only 4 so far this season. But Parker Hoff hanging in there, is taking the count now 4-3-2 against Martina. Hoff, leadoff batter for the Mustangs here in the bottom of the first. Now the 3-2 pitch on the way. Hoff sends it on the ground. A little high hopper there to Thompson at third. Makes the throw over to first in town to Bookleitner for the first out of the inning. As Hoff retired 5-3. That'll bring up Aiden Milsom. Milsom entering the game with a .222 average. 3 RBI, sophomore right fielder. And Carl Aiden really has been solid in the field for Laurel Highlands this season. I've seen a couple of nice catches out there in right field.
Yeah, absolutely. And anytime you can hustle for your pitcher and make diving catches in the outfield, that helps tremendously.
Swings of the first pitch there and flies out to the left fielder, James Monick, for the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down. And that'll bring up Sevi Vecchiola. Vecchiola leading the Mustangs with a .391 batting average, 2 home runs. They occurred very early on in the season, and 6 RBIs. For the Mustangs junior, again playing first base today. Laurel Highlands has been pretty high on the freshman Braylon Shoke as of late. And West Mifflin here, 3 infielders, 4 in the outfield. And this ball is a fair ball down the third base line, getting past Caden Wills, who is covering the bag. I don't think I've ever seen that before with the Titans They actually moved the second baseman, Maggio, out to right center field. And Vecchiola capitalizing, getting a single to left field. What do you think about that, Carl?
Yeah, I've never seen that either. I know they took the shifts away in Major League Baseball.
I've seen some shifts before, but never 4 outfielders. And there's Noah Lyon coming through with another hit for the Mustangs out to right field. Relay coming in and a throw down to third, and they will get the lead runner there, Vecchiola. So Vecchiola trying to get down to third there on the relay coming in. Goes as a single for Lyon, but Vecchiola out at third to end the inning. So the Mustangs in the bottom half of the first inning without a run, but certainly have to be optimistic getting a couple of hits from Vecchiola and Lyon, and move to the top half of the second inning scoreless. Laurel Highlands and West Mifflin here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Day. Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. The state's put until you change your car, driver, or your address, plus seriously good service. And that's something to smile about. Your local Erie agent, Uniontown or Ross Draper Township, is the Sprouse Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SprouseInsurance.com. Erie Rate Lock is not guaranteed continued insurance coverage and not available in all states. Since 1976, Davis & Davis has represented people, not insurance companies. Their lawyers have experience in litigating or settling personal injury claims, medical malpractice cases, and wrongful death actions, together with domestic real estate, workers' compensation, and municipal law experience. Throughout decades of work, Davis & Davis has successfully represented thousands of cases in local, state, and federal courts. For more information on how Davis & Davis can help you, phone 724-437-2799. That's 724-437-2799 for Davis & Davis.
Now batting for West Mifflin, right fielder, number 13, Braden.
So we've had a scoreless
Zelzik.
first inning. West Mifflin retired 1, 2, 3 in the top half of the first. We'll have Braden and Zellik, Hunter Horn, and Ryan Bookleitner coming to the plate. And the first pitch in there for a strike to Zellik, who was initially showing bunt, then pulled back. Lefty versus lefty matchup here. Johns to Zellik. And Zellik batting from the cleanup spot with a .250 average, has driven in 8 runs so far this season as Johns misses there on the 0-1. Again, we'll be at West Mifflin tomorrow for the Mustangs and the Titans under the lights. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show starting both on the radio and Facebook Live at 6:45. First pitch set for 7, and that one through on the right side for the first hit of the afternoon for the Titans, and Braden and Zellik sending that one into right. So West Mifflin in business here in the top of the second inning.
Hunter Horn.
With Hunter Horn coming to the plate. Horn batting .448, sophomore DH, a homer and 9 RBIs so far this season. West Mifflin, the only undefeated team in Section 2 and 4A, and 6-0 in the conference, with Horn showing bunt. Throw over to first and back safely there is Zellik. So you have West Mifflin at 6-0, Bell Vernon at 6-2, Elizabeth Ford at 5-1, Albert Gallatin at 4-4, Ringgold at 3-5, both Uniontown and Laurel Highlands looking for their first conference wins of the season. Right now, Albert Gallatin would be in the playoffs, but the Colonials sweeping Laurel Highlands and sweeping Uniontown will have some tougher conference games to play here over the final 3 weeks of the regular season. Another throw over to first. That's 3 over there, making sure that Zellik stays close to the bag. Nobody out, runner on first, scoreless game, top of the second inning, West Mifflin and Laurel Highlands. Hunter Horn at the plate. Horn showing bunt. Try to go after a low pitch. Did he foul tip it? They're going to say no, and that will allow Zellik to get down to second as that ball got away from the freshman catcher, Braylon Shoke. You have 1 strike now on Horn. The Mustangs thought he foul tipped it. He did not. Now you have Zellik in scoring position. Showing bunt again. Line drive caught there by Vecchiola. And running back to the bag there is Zellik. So it goes as F3
Now batting for West
on the bunt. And what a way here in the top of the second inning.
Bookleitner.
with Ryan Bookleitner coming to the plate. Senior first baseman batting .242, has driven in 5 runs so far this season. And Zelick now on second. First pitch to Bookleitner. First pitch swinging. High fly ball to shallow right in foul territory. Diving effort there from Milsom, who couldn't come up with it. Milsom again showing plenty of hustle out there for Laurel Highlands. Almost came up with that ball in foul territory. Count now 0-1 here to Bookleitner. As the Mustangs get set again defensively.
This Laurel Highlands team is very strong on the right side of the field.
They are, Carl. I agree with you there. They're trying to get a little spark here after the Easter break as well. John's out of the stretch, and Bookleitner fouls another one off. Count now 0-2. Eli Curta, the freshman center fielder, due up in the on-deck circle. 1 out here in the inning. 0-2 count. Johns to Bookleitner. Johns glanced back at second. Now steps off the mound. It'll be interesting to see who the Mustangs throw tomorrow. Again, Flesher and Lyon, the 2 available options. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and down goes Bookleitner. So credit Johns and the Mustangs getting horn on a little bunt pop-up, and then Bookleitner striking out for Johns. That's his second strikeout of the game, 20th strikeout to go against 7 walks so far this season. And now the freshman center fielder Eli Curta coming to the plate. Curta batting .286 with an RBI, swings at the first pitch and fouls it off. And Curta, the Titans staff very high on him, just a freshman, and a freshman getting into a starting lineup, Carl, from a team that's ranked second in the WPIAL. Very impressive.
That is very impressive. I was talking about tendencies in the first inning, and looking at the run tendencies from West Mifflin, they average over a run an inning.
That one hopped away there from Shoke on the pitch that was in the dirt there from Johns, allowing and Zelick to get down to third base. Count now, though, 0-2 to Eli Curta, as Curta offered at that last pitch. Now Johns looking for a second straight strikeout to get out of the inning. 0-2 pitch popped up as Curta went at chasing. Shoke, though, no play on it as the ball goes over the fence and out of play. And Curta went at chasing at that high fastball there from Johns. Count remains 0-2. Here we go, 0-2 again. Another fastball hit right back at Johns. He'll make the run over the first and scoop it over to Sevi Vecchiola covering the bag. So Curta retired 1-3 for the third out of the inning. And the Titans, Strand and Zelick down at third. And we'll go to the bottom of the second. Competitive game here early on. Laurel Highlands and West Mifflin scoreless here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance is accepted. Experienced therapists, convenient location and hours, part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor. Scheduled by Direct Access, 724-437-7500. In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there is something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first, and they're not stopping anytime soon. Their commitment to excellence in sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit the Mike Kelly Automotive Group today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference, because when you buy from us, you buy from family. So this game still scoreless. Moving to the bottom of the second inning, Nick Crouch, Andrew Gallick, and Braylon Shoke due up here for the Mustangs. The first pitch, a fastball on the way there to Crouch, misses low for ball 1. Jake Martina making his 4th start of this season for West Mifflin did yield 2 hits to Sevi Vecchiola and Noah Lyon in that first inning. This ball hit into foul territory down the right field line. But the Titans, with good hustle there from Anzelic, working over to foul territory, still unable to catch that fly ball there from Crouch. That'll even up the count at 1-1. Crouch came into the game with a 200 average. 3 RBIs for the Mustangs sophomore left fielder. Count even at 1-1. Martina going back at it with a little sidewinder there in for a strike. A little sinker there to Crouch, taking the count to 1-2. And now Martina looking for his first strikeout of the afternoon. Fires another one in there, and Crouch hits this one high in the air to right and getting under it, making the catch. And Zelic for the first out of the inning.
Now batting for the Mustangs.
And I'll bring up Andrew Gallick.
Number 30, Andrew.
Sophomore second baseman, batting just 067 with an RBI. Trying to get things going here at the plate. 1 out, bottom of the second. Titans and the Mustangs still scoreless. Fastball in there for a strike to Gallick. Count 0-1. And plenty of heat on that fastball from Martina. Again, we mentioned Martina came into the game. 20 strikeouts, just 4 walks so far this season as Gallick fouls that one off on the right side. Takes the count now to 0-2. Gallick still looking for his first strikeout here this afternoon. Look to finish off Gallick here with the 0-2 fastball high and in tight. Moves the count to 1-2. We mentioned Laurel Highlands and West Mifflin for you both on the radio and Facebook Live tomorrow. Uniontown and Ringgold airing also at 7 o'clock on the WNBS YouTube page as Martina gets his first strikeout of the game and second out of the inning, sending down Gallick there. Now 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the second with Braylon Schoch coming to the plate. Freshman catcher batting 143 with 1 run driven in so far this season. First pitch here to Schoch. Another fastball popped up. Again in foul territory on the right side. And the Titans unable to make the catch there. Right in front of, and right below Carl's camera. Trying to give you some interesting angles there, Carl.
Yeah, it's one I couldn't pick up for everybody, unfortunately.
Now the 0-1 pitch on the way to Schoch. Another one fouled off. Moves the count to 0-2. Until Martinez starting to get comfortable on the mound this afternoon for the West Mifflin Titans. A count 0-2. Now Martina trying to finish off the freshman. Misses there low and in the dirt. Takes the count to 1-2. Crowd still making its way in. Plenty of bleacher seats still available this afternoon. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts for the Titans pitcher, Jake Martina, in a 1-2-3 bottom half of the second inning, moving right along to the top half of the third. West Mifflin and Laurel Highlands scoreless here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day. Busy day, feeling unwell, don't feel like driving, but you need your prescriptions? No worries. Farmana Pharmacy delivers to your home or workplace for free. Stay comfy at home or focused at work. Farmana Pharmacy delivers Monday through Friday, so you don't have to worry about picking up your prescriptions. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Call 724-626-9600 or visit farmanapharmacy.com. Farmana Pharmacy, prescription care and convenience delivered. Spring forward a home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans put you in charge of a dream home project with all the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit with a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729. We got our game today also on the South Union Township Sports Network, brought to you there by Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown. Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group, and insurance agent David Hughes. SWGI Specialist, now U.S. Digestive Health. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns. United Bank and South Union Township Supervisors Rick Fern and Jason Scott. And Bob Schiffbauer. I'm Brian Morozak with Carl Childs behind the camera. West Mifflin and Laurel Highlands scoreless now, moving to the top half of the third. The Titans with hitters 8, 9, and 1 due up. James Monick, Mario Cotillo, and then the top of the order in Chase Maggio. So James Monick, the junior left fielder, to lead things off. Monick batting .200 with 5 RBIs. Showing bunt, pulls back. Pitch misses high for ball 1. Now Monick digging in. Again, the lefty Jack Johns on the hill for the Mustangs. Breaking ball, finds the strike zone there, and even up the count at 1-1 to Monick. Mustangs looking for their first conference win of the season. West Mifflin hasn't lost a conference game all year. And a big-time cut there, and Monick coming up empty. Moves the count now to 1-2. Laurel Highlands lost a couple of heartbreakers here at home last week. Conference game to Albert Gallatin Monday, and then lost their senior day game to Hopewell in the late innings as well on Thursday. Monick foul tip there. Count remains 1-2. Johns to Monick. Nobody out. Scoreless game. Top of the third inning. West Mifflin Titans ranked second in the WPIAL. And the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Johns a deep breath. 1-2 pitch on the way. Just missed. Count now even at 2-2. Now long look in here from Johns. 2-2 to Monick. Breaking ball misses high. Now we're full of 3-2. Monick doing a good job to work his way back into the count there for the West Mifflin Titans. Now the payoff pitch. Johns to Monick. Fastball high and in tight for ball 4. So Monick walks, and West Mifflin has a base runner here with nobody out to start the top half of the third inning.
Now batting for Titans.
With Mario Cotillo coming in the plate. Cotillo, the sophomore catcher, batting just 154.
Cotillo.
Does have an RBI so far this season. Throw over to first. Close play, but back safely there is Monick. Last time the Titans had a base runner with Braden and Zellick. You saw about 3 straight throwovers from Johns over to first. Now Johns fires, bunt laid down the first baseline. Vecchiola is there to make the tag for the first down of the inning. So the sack bunt successful. Goes 3 unassisted. As Cotillo retired, Monick down to second in scoring position. Now the top of the order, and Chase Maggio struck out swinging. First time up facing Johns. A base hit into the outfield will likely give the Titans their first run of the game with a lay down a bunt here. Johns making the play with Gallick covering the bag. So back-to-back sacrifices. They're going to say Gallick was not on the bag. So the call safe over at first. The Mustangs had to throw there in plenty of time. Jason, I guess they ruled Gallick was off the bag? The umpires didn't make a definitive signal there.
Yeah, it was a close play.
So now runners on the corners. Throw over to first. You score that, Carl, bunt single or an error?
I would say that's a bunt single.
Okay. I'll listen to your judgment.
I mean, we're not sure if he pulled.
There's another bunt laid down, and that'll score the first Titans run, and the Mustangs no throw that time. Nobody covering the first base bag. So an RBI there for Caden Wills, driving in James Monick. 9th RBI of the season for Wills. And West Mifflin taking a 1-0 lead over Laurel Highlands. So you've had 3 straight bunts laid down, and the Mustangs just recording 1 out now with Javon Thompson coming to the plate. Now Johns off the mound. We'll look back at second. So you have Wills now on first. Maggio on second. 1 run already across and 1 out here in the inning. First pitch here to Thompson. Fouled back. Counted 0-1. West Mifflin leading 1-0 over Laurel Highlands. 1 out. Top of the third inning, Javon Thompson came into this game with a .444 average, a homer, 9 RBIs, grounded out 4-3. Then the first inning, and rips one here through on the right side. That should score at least a run. Milsom with a relay coming in, goes to home, not in time. Good block there from Shoke, but it's an RBI single to right for Javon Thompson. Run scored for Chase Maggio, and the lead for West Mifflin now at 2-0 over Laurel Highlands. Thompson advanced down to second on the throw. Caden Wills now down at third.
You know, if you can execute the bunt, it's a tremendous play if you're playing baseball to move runners around.
Another bunt laid down here by Anzelic, and the throw over to first goes wide of Gallick. That'll score 2. And now running down to third is Anzelic. Another high relay coming in there, brought down. So after a promising start, things falling apart here for Laurel Highlands. Anzelic, we'll give him credit for 1 RBI. And runs scored there from Wills and Thompson. And it's now 4-0. West Mifflin over Laurel Highlands. Now, manager Mike Smith will take a little visit to the mound here. He really can't put a lot of this on Johns at all. The Mustangs are struggling fielding bunts.
Yeah, I wouldn't have had that in my deck of playing cards for today's game.
So 4 across, 4-0. West Mifflin leading Laurel Highlands. To the top of the third inning. Hunter Horn will be coming in the plate. It'll be the 7th Titan to bat here in this half inning. He had a walk from Monick, and the Mustangs actually had him in a 1-2 hole, count-wise. Cotillo with the sacrifice. Bunt singles from Maggio and Wills. Thompson an RBI single. And Zelk, which would have been a close play for another bunt single, had a wide throw down the first base line. Ended up scoring 2 additional runs, and Wills and Thompson. Now the lead at 4-0 with Hunter Horn coming to the plate. So a wild top half of the third inning. Mustangs with the infield in. See if Horn shows bunt here. He is, pulls back, looks to swing away, and that could be dangerous.
Yeah, I
There's the
gotta
Mustangs right on the doorstep.
If I'm one of the corner infielders on there, that's not one of the guys I want swinging full swing when I'm chasing a bunt.
And Horn, a guy that's probably going to swing away anyway, batting .448. And homer, 9 RBIs. He's going to show bunt. This time, will attempt to lay it down, goes foul. Count now 0-2, so you'll see Horn swinging away here. 1 out here in the inning. Titans lead the Mustangs 4-0. On a Tuesday afternoon. Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the West Mifflin Titans high school baseball action. And now John stepping off the mound. Now the pitch to Horn, missed there to take the count to 1-2. Mike Smith in his first year as the Mustangs head coach. Joe Presto, Mark Edenfield, Josh Burns, and Jim Burns, assistant coaches for Laurel Highlands. Going to chase in there was Hunter Horn. That pitch was in the dirt. But Horn strikes out, 3rd strikeout of the game for Jack Johns in the 2nd out here in the top half of the 3rd inning. And that'll bring up Ryan Bookleitner. Leitner, one of those strikeout victims, back in the 2nd inning. 4 across, runner on third, 2 outs, and Bookleitner fouls off the first pitch there from Johns. Counted 0-1.
Yeah, it's a great job by Johns to keep his head in the game and go after that next hitter and get him after all of those just transpired.
I really can't fault Johns for that much. It's been troubles in the infield. some defensive plays on the Laurel Highlands side, but Johns' pitching certainly hasn't contributed to it. Missed there on the pitch to Book Leitner. We've seen some of those fundamental concerns throughout the course of the season so far for Laurel Highlands. Next pitch to Book Leitner, fouled back again, takes the count to 1-2. These two teams will be on the artificial surface tomorrow at West Mifflin High School. It'll have that game for you, 7 o'clock start, 6:45. Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, runner going home, and safe at home is Braden Anzelic to make it 5-0. So Anzelic stealing home. Just when you thought you saw it all today, Carl, that happens.
That's frustrating.
Kind of caught the Mustangs sleeping at the wheel a bit. Now a 5-0 lead.
Giving up 3 or 4 bunts in a row with that many runs will do that to you.
They start to get frustrated, and the Titans kind of sense that and got another run around, and that pitch misses high to Book Leitner. Takes the count to 2-2. So 5 runs scored by West Mifflin here in the top half of the third inning. Book Leitner, the 8th Titan to bat here in this half inning. Next pitch on the way. Book Leitner well hit in the gap in right center field. Charging up is Connor D'Amico. Will relay it in. So a 2-out single for Ryan Book Leitner. And now the Titans to bat around here with freshman Eli Curta, who grounded out 1-3 to end the second inning, coming to the plate. Runner going. Johns kind of let him go there as he was in the rotation. No throw. They could have got him in a rundown. Pitch missed for ball 1. And Johns a glance back at second. 1-0 pitch low and in the dirt, takes the count to 2-0. Curta, freshman for the Titans, came into the game with a .286 average. Playing center field here today. Curta, another well-hit ball. Look out here, deep to left, out of the range of Nick Crouch to go back to the wall. Curta with a stand-up RBI double to left field. Runs scored from Book Leitner. It's now 6-0. This inning continues. James Monick started off the inning with a walk and scored the first run of the inning and the first run of the game, and he's back at the plate. The 10th Titan, or the 9th Titan, but Monick batting for a second time here in this half inning. That pitch misses low for ball 1. Again, 6 runs already across for West Mifflin here in the top half of the third. And now you can see why this team was ranked second in the WPIAL coming into this game. Monick, though, coming up empty there. Monick trying to continue things for West Mifflin. West Mifflin wants to blow open this game early on. They already have, though, with 6 runs scored. Monick a swing and a miss there. Now has 2 strikes on him. Trying to continue this already successful inning for the West Mifflin Titans. Johns now steps off, no throw. Now delivers the 0-2 pitch, misses high, moves the count to 1-2. And the freshman Curta on second. Johns glances back that way, delivers the next pitch, and Monick stays alive, fouling it off again. Count now 1-2. Johns' 1-2 pitch, and this ball will drop over the glove of Parker Hoff in front of left fielder Nick Crouch. Another RBI single for the West Mifflin Titans. This one, courtesy of James Monick, scores Eli Curta, and it's now 7-0 West Mifflin over Laurel Highlands. Mario Catilla now for the second time in this half inning comes to the plate. In a sack bunt first time up. Will swing at the first pitch here, hit it high in the air to right in foul territory. The Mustangs no play on it. The count moves to 0-1. And the throw over to first, back safely is Monick. So a 7-run top half of the third inning for the West Mifflin Titans. That pitch low and in the dirt to Mario Catilla. Evens up the count at 1-1. You can certainly sense some frustration out of the Mustangs. There's a swing and a miss from Catilla. Takes the count to 1-2. Now John's trying to get out of the inning. 1-2 pitch, called strike three. It was close. Maybe the home plate umpire said enough is enough. Here in the top half of the third inning, where the West Mifflin Titans score 7 runs. And now lead the Laurel Highlands Mustangs by a score of 7-0 here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Day. Experience the C. Harper Auto Group difference, the best price every time, all the time. C. Harper will beat any competitor's price or pay you $1,000 cash. C. Harper offers free Carfax history reports, transparent repair orders on pre-owned vehicles, and the winner of the best new auto dealership in Westmoreland County, the C. Harper Auto Group, the best price every time, all the time. Whether you're buying or selling a house, Jeff Dennis of RE/MAX Select Realty is your local realtor of choice. Jeff and his team are proud members of the community and have the skills, knowledge, and ability to meet your needs. Call them today at 724-933-6300, extension 903, or visit them in person at 542 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Remember to follow Jeff Dennis, Team RE/MAX Select Realty on Facebook. Get our game also on the South Union Township Sports Network, brought to you there by Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now U.S. Digestive Health, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank and South Union Township Supervisors Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Bob Schiffbauer. I'm Brian Morozak with Carl Childs behind the camera. We had a close game through 2 innings, but the West Mifflin Titans putting a crooked number 7 spot on the board in the top half of the third inning, and now lead Laurel Highlands 7-0. The Mustangs will have Connor D'Amico, Cade Censure, and Parker Hoff coming to the plate here in the bottom of the third. Jake Martina might need an extra long warm-up here, Carl, after that long top of the third inning.
Yeah, it's tough. You never want to allow the opposing team to bat around and put runs on the board like that.
Center fielder, number 2.
So it'll be the first at-bat of the game for Connor D'Amico. The senior center fielder comes into the game with a .235 average and 2 runs driven in. Jake Martina, first pitch here to D'Amico. Fastball misses low and outside for ball 1. Again, in the high school game, you have a 5-inning, 10-run rule. A 3-inning, 15-run rule. Just in case we get some big innings here along the way for the West Mifflin Titans. Already a 7-run third inning. We'll see if things settle down as we get into the fourth, and we'll see if the Mustangs have an answer back here in the bottom half of the third inning. But now 2 strikes on Connor D'Amico as the count moves to 1-2. Martina had back-to-back strikeouts in the second inning. That ball from D'Amico chopped to Thompson over a third. Throw over to first in time to Bookleitner for the first out of the inning as D'Amico retired 5-3. And that'll bring up Cade Censure,
Number 13.
the freshman designated hitter.
Censure.
1 of 10 at the plate so far this season, batting 100. Censure and Shoke two Mustang freshmen in the starting lineup here today. First pitch from Centure, swing and a miss. Strike one. Top of the order, and Parker Hoff due up behind Centure. And now the 0-1 for Martina. Did it hit him?
No. Missed him.
Evens up the count at 1-1. Seventh game played so far this season for Centure. He's been in the lineup. Another one high and in tight to the freshman. Takes the count to 2-1. Next week on WMBS, we'll have the Laurel Highlands Uniontown series. Both games both on the radio and on Facebook. Monday, Laurel Highlands and Uniontown playing here, 4 o'clock. Star 345, Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Both on the radio and on Facebook Live. Tuesday, we're under the lights at Bailey Park as the two teams will get together. 7 o'clock start, 6:45. Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. And there's strike three as Centure goes around. Third strikeouts of the game for Jake Martina. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom half of the third inning for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. On top of the order, and Parker Hoff. Hoff grounded out 5-3 back in the first inning. Came into the game with a .231 average. Martinez first pitch here to Hoff, showing bunt, lays it down. Scooped up by Thompson, tough throw, but he makes it over to first in time to book Leitner to retire Hoff 5-3. Nice job defensively.
Very nice play
By the West Mifflin Titans. So 1-2-3, bottom half of the third. Move to the top of the fourth with West Mifflin leading Laurel Highlands by a score of 7-0 here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Day.
It's a spring spectacular ticket. Find any one of the Laurel Highlands Mustang.
For 20 years, Beagley Tree of Somerset has been providing premier land management services across the region, offering a wide array of services including vegetation control, right-of-way restoration, land clearing, building demolition, erosion and sediment control, access road installation, and more. Beagley can do it all. For more information, visit BeagleyTree.com. It's BeagleyTree.com, or call them today at 814-444-TREE. Beagley Tree, construction support services done right. Do you have a job around the house they aren't fully sure how to tackle? And it's time to call Fulham's Full Service, your best in Fayette, gold medal winner for professional maintenance and handyman services. Fully licensed and insured, owner Cody Fulham does it all. From home renovations and repairs to landscaping and auto detailing, he is ready to help you. Call Fulham's today at 724-466-4194. Follow them on Facebook to learn more about the projects and the work they can do for you. Fulham's Full Service. So moving now to the top half of the fourth inning. West Mifflin scored 7 runs in the top half of the third. And it'll be the top of the order, Chase Maggio, now batting for the third time already in this game. Will step off before the first pitch is even made there. And now Johns' first pitch popped up. It'll go to second base. Andrew Gallick is there to make the catch for the first out of the inning as Maggio retired at 4. Now Caden Wills will come to the plate. Wills grounded out 6-3 back in the first and a bunt RBI single in the third inning. Mustangs is looking for a quick defensive inning here. After it seemed like they were in the field for about 25 minutes. In the top of the third inning, first pitch misses low and inside there from Johns. 1-0 to Wills. Now the 1-0 pitch. Sent foul again there from Caden Wills. Count even at 1-1. Wills came into the game with a .395 average and 8 RBIs so far this season. That pitch misses high. Moves the count to 2-1. Javon Thompson in the on-deck circle for West Mifflin. Now the 2-1 from Johns. Popped foul again by Wills. Evens up the count at 2-2. Johnson in the deep breath, look in, 2-2 pitch on the way, breaking ball, and Wills look out here, deep to right center field, and that ball will get picked up on one hop there by Connor D'Amico. It'll be a stand-up double for Caden Wills, his second hit of the afternoon. And the Titans a runner in scoring position, up 7-0 over Laurel Highlands with one out here in the top half of the fourth inning. And I'll bring up Javon Thompson. Thompson, the senior third baseman, batting .444 with a homer and 9 RBIs. Grounded out 4-3 in the first inning, had an RBI single and scored a run in the third inning. First pitch here sent foul by Javon Thompson. West Mifflin opened up the season down at the Jackie Robinson Complex in Vero Beach, Florida. Won 2 of 4 games there as Thompson fly ball into right. Caught there by Aiden Milsom, tagging and getting down to third. And now heading home on the play is Caden Wills, and Wills tagged out at home. But I guess the Titans thinking, hey, why not take a chance? Ends up going as a double play. 9-2. Was there a relay there, Jason? 9-6-2. 9-6-2 on the double play to end the inning. And we're to the bottom half of the fourth, with West Mifflin still leading Laurel Highlands 7-0 here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Day. Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. That stays put until you change your car, driver, your address, plus seriously good service. And that's something to smile about. Your local Erie agent, Uniontown and Ross River Township, is the Sprouse Insurance Group. Give them a call at 724-437-9812. Or go to Sprouseinsurance.com. Erie Rate Lock is not guaranteed continued insurance coverage and not available in all states. Since 1976, Davis & Davis has represented people, not insurance companies. Their lawyers have experience in litigating or settling personal injury claims, medical malpractice cases, and wrongful death actions, together with domestic, real estate, workers' compensation, and municipal law experience. Throughout decades of work, Davis & Davis has successfully represented thousands of cases in local, state, and federal courts. For more information on how Davis & Davis can help you, phone 724-437-2799. So still a 7-0 lead for the West Mifflin Titans over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. We're halfway home now, moving to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Laurel Highlands will have hitters 2, 3, and 4 due up. Aiden Milsom, Sevi Vecchiola, Noah Lyon. Milsom to lead things off. He flew out to left fielder James Monick first time up. Back in the first inning. We'll swing at the first pitch here. Line drive into center field, and backing up and making the catch there is Eli Curta, the freshman, for the first out of the inning. So 1 pitch, 1 out. And now Sevi Vecchiola will come to the plate. Jake Martina, the West Mifflin pitcher, has yielded 2 hits, both in the opening inning, to Sevi Vecchiola and Noah Lyon. But the Titans have not given up a run in this game. Now Vecchiola at the plate, takes ball 1 there from Martina. Vecchiola came into the game with a .391 average, 2 homers and 6 RBI, single to left field. Back in the first inning, trying to advance down to third after Noah Lyon's single, was out at third and rips 1 here as they put 4 in the outfield again. And that time was the left center fielder, but actually the center fielder playing left center field, Eli Curta, that made the catch for the second out of the inning. You talk about scouting out a team, scouting out a player. That's what the Titans have done here with Vecchiola, knowing his tendencies. And now 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom half of the fourth, with Noah Lyon coming to the plate. First pitch to Lyon. Breaking ball misses low and outside for ball 1. Lyon had that single to right, but again, Vecchiola was out at third off the single, which ended the bottom of the first inning for Laurel Highlands. 1-0 pitch here to line. He was taken, and the pitch was in there for a strike. Nice breaking ball there from Martina, even up the count at 1-1. Now Martina will wind and fire the 1-1 here to Lyon. Swing and a miss. Pitch was low and in the dirt. Moves the count now to 1-2. Sun back out. Still cool here in the press box. Nice weather day, though. Not too hot, not too cold. Hopefully the weather cooperates here for the next couple of weeks as the high school baseball regular season winds down. 1-2 pitch. Fastball fouled off there by Lyon. Count remains 1-2. West Mifflin looking for their third straight 1-2-3 inning. Martina winds and fires the next pitch to Lyon, low and outside. Evens up the count here at 2-2. And Crouch, Gallick, and Schilk retired in order in the second. D'Amico, Sencher, and Hoff retired in order in the third. And 2 quick outs here to Milsom and Vecchiola as the 2-2 escapes low and outside to take the count full to 3-2 here to Noah Lyon. Mustangs trying to make Martina throw some pitches here in the bottom half of the fourth. Payoff pitch here, fastball, and that is ball 4 to Noah Lyon. So the Mustangs a little bit of life. First base runner since the opening inning for Laurel Highlands, and Lyon aboard with 2 outs, and Nick Crouch coming to the plate. Crouch flew out to right fielder Braden and Zellick back in the second inning. See if the Mustangs get aggressive here with Lyon. First pitch, fastball inside to Crouch. Count at 1-0. Jeff Cosmo, long time West Mifflin baseball coach. A.J. Olaz, who actually played baseball for West Mifflin, on Dan Olaz and Tom Simcho, assistant coaches. Close play over first on the little throw over, but back safely there was Lyon. Count 1-0 to Nick Crouch. Another throw over to first, head first, slide back safely again from Noah. Mentioned West Mifflin played 4 games down in Vero Beach to open up the season. Actually knocked off Mount Pleasant down there 6-2. Not sure if that was Mount Pleasant of PA or another Mount Pleasant. They also have a Mount Pleasant of South Carolina as Crouch swings and misses there. And had another win over Charlotte Country Day School, and had losses against North Penn and Brighton, Colorado. Their only loss back here in PA, a non-conference game against Baldwin, 7-6 back on March 27th. They've been perfect in the conference, sweeping Uniontown, Ringgold, and Albert Gallatin. Another throw over to first. They thought they might get the out there.
It is a nice pickoff move.
Lyon back safely again. But the Titans will have some big series late. Elizabeth forward next week, and then the final series against Belle Vernon as that one popped up there again by Nick Crouch. I was surprised how easily Elizabeth Forward dismantled Belle Vernon in both of the games they played last week. Now Vernon, a good program. Elizabeth Forward, of course, swept the Laurel Highlands. Mustangs, though, came close here against the Warriors, lost by just a run. 1-2, time called. Now Martina taking his time from the stretch. Next pitch to Crouch, little check swing. Goes to short. Quick throw over to first in time. Solid defense there. Wills to Bookleitner to retire Crouch to end the inning. The Mustangs strand Noah Lyon, who got on via a walk, moved to the top half of the fifth. Still 7-0 Titans over the Mustangs here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance is accepted. Experienced therapists, convenient location and hours, part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or scheduled by direct access. 724-437-7500. In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there is something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first, and they're not stopping anytime soon. Their commitment to excellence in sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit them today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference, because when you buy from us, you buy from a family. So moving now to the top half of the fifth, West Mifflin leading Laurel Highlands 7-0. The Titans scoring all 7 of their runs in the top half of the third inning. Both hitters 4, 5, and 6 due up here in the top of the fifth. And Zellick, Horn, and Bookleitner.
Braden and Zellick, Hunter Horn, and Ryan Bookleitner.
So Zellick will lead things off. He singled back in the second inning and had a bunt single, an RBI, and scored a run in the third. Lefty versus lefty matchup here. The first pitch fouled off. Counted 0-1. And Zellick entered the game with a .250 average and 8 RBIs. Next pitch, and Zellick sends it high in the air to center field. Charging and getting there is Connor D'Amico for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Hunter Horn. We're going to get a pinch hitter, it looks like. Horn was the designated hitter. It'll be Isaiah Morrison.
Number 27, Isaiah Morrison.
So Morrison to bat here for Horn, who is 0 for 2. Get you some numbers here on Morrison. He enters the game with a 167 average and an RBI. So Morrison, his first at-bat of the game. First pitch swinging, sending it foul on the left side. As the Titans try to mix things up here, leading Laurel Highlands 7-0. Jack Johns has pitched the entire game so far on the mound for Laurel Highlands. 0-1 pitch, fouled off again by Morrison. Taking the count to 0-2. Now Johns another long look in. 0-2 pitch. Morrison sends it foul again on the left side. Get all the mayor of Hopwood with me tomorrow, Tony Hanola, for game 2 of this series, Laurel Highlands and West Mifflin. Tony always very colorful on the air. On the air at 6:45 with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. 7 o'clock first pitch. That one, I don't know if that got away from Johns or what. Missing well high and outside. Sure, Tony's probably tuned in this afternoon, already doing his game prep for tomorrow. Count now 1-2. Johns to the pitch hitter, Isaiah Morrison, who swings and misses at the 1-2. So Morrison goes down. For Johns, that's his 5th strikeout of the game. So 2 away, 7-0 though. West Mifflin leading Laurel Highlands, and Ryan Bookleitner coming to the plate. Bookleitner 1 for 2 with a run scored in this game. He'll swing and miss there at the first pitch from Johns. Counts at 0-1.
Can't help but think how much different this game might be if Laurel Highlands fielded the bunts better back
I agree.
in the third inning.
Probably a 2-0, 3-0 game at this point. Another one fouled off there by Bookleitner.
Yeah, Johns really isn't pitching too bad
No,
in the game.
I think it's why he's still out there in a 7-0 game. I mean, his play has not cost the Mustangs here today. Against a solid team, this pitched well. Now the 0-2 pitch here to Bookleitner. Low and in the dirt, takes the count to 1-2 as the Mustangs look for a 1-2-3 top half of the fifth inning. Game number 15 played so far this season for West Mifflin as that pitch misses inside from Johns. Count now even at 2-2. Johns' 2-2 pitch, high and in tight. Takes the count full now to 3-2. For Laurel Highlands, just game number 10 played so far this season. Entered play today with a 1-8 overall record. Johns' payoff pitch here to Bookleitner. Hit on the ground to short. Should be routine. Throw from Hoff over to Vecchiola in time to retire Bookleitner 6-3 to end the inning. So go to the bottom of the fifth. Still 7-0. West Mifflin over Laurel Highlands here on the C. Harbor Auto Group High School Sports Day. At Farmana Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. You're part of a pharmacy that is focused on your health. That's why Farmana Pharmacy focuses on just prescriptions. Pharmacists Jim Capuzzi and Cheryl Goodwin take the time to listen, answer your questions, and guide you to better health. To sign up as a patient, visit farmanapharmacy.com or call 724-626-9600. Farmana Pharmacy, where prescription care comes first. Spring forward to home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans put you in charge of your dream home project with all the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729. Brian Morozak along with Carl Childs on a Tuesday afternoon. High school baseball action here on the WMBS YouTube page. Laurel Highlands coming to bat here in the bottom half of the fifth inning, trailing West Mifflin by a score of 7-0. And the Mustangs will put a pinch hitter up there, Brody Kutchman, to bat for Andrew Gallick.
Now batting.
So the first plate appearance of the game for Kutchman.
Number 8, Brody Kutchman.
Kutchman came into the game with a 286 average. No homers and 3 RBIs. We'll take the first pitch here low for ball 1 from Jake Martina. Again, Martinez giving up just 2 hits. And the Mustangs just 3 base runners so far in this game. Kutchman coming up empty there, swinging and missing at the 1-0. Even if the count at 1-1 from Martina to Kutchman. Now the 1-1, swing and a miss. Count now 1-2 on Brody Kutchman. Again, West Mifflin scoring all 7 of their runs in the top half of the third inning. Kutchman looks there at the 1-2. Pitch missed to even up the count at 2-2. Now Martinez 2-2 to Kutchman. Check swing. Did he go? Check over to first. And the first base umpire says yes, he did. So for Martina, that's his 4th strikeout of the game. First down of this bottom half of the 5th inning. And the freshman catcher, Braylon Shoke, back to the plate. Martinez first pitch to Shoke. Fastball, and Shoke sends it high in the air to center field. Charging and getting there is Eli Curta, the freshman, for the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down. And Connor D'Amico coming to bat for the second time in this game. D'Amico grounded out 5-3 first time up. Back in the third inning. D'Amico came into the game with a .235 average and 2 RBIs. First pitch misses low and outside there from Martina. The count at 1-0. Now Martina's 1-0 pitch, fastball. Chopped, scooped by the shortstop, and a great play by Caden Wills to Ryan Bookleitner to retire D'Amico 6-3. There aren't too many high school teams that have players that can make a play like that off a tough chopper with Wills going the other way. So the Mustangs retired 1-2-3 in the bottom half of the fifth. We'll move now to the top half of the sixth, still 7-0. West Mifflin over Laurel Highlands here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day. Experience the C. Harper Auto Group difference. The best price every time, all the time. C. Harper will beat any competitor's price or pay you $1,000 cash. C. Harper offers free Carfax history reports, transparent repair orders on pre-owned vehicles, and the winner of the best new auto dealership in Westmoreland County. The C. Harper Auto Group, the best price every time, all the time. Whether you're buying or selling a house, Jeff Dennis of Remax Select Realty is your local realtor of choice. Jeff and his team are proud members of our community, have the skills, knowledge, and ability to meet your needs. Call them today at 724-933-6300, extension 903. Or visit them in person at 542 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Remember to follow Jeff Dennis, Team Remax Select Realty on Facebook today. Our game also on the South Union Township Sports Network, brought to you there by Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialists, now U.S. Digestive Health, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank and South Union Township Supervisors Rick Fernan, Jason Scott, and Bob Schiffbauer. I'm Brian Morozak along with Carl Childs on a Tuesday afternoon, high school baseball action. West Mifflin Titans leading the Laurel Highlands Mustangs by a score of 7-0. West Mifflin will have hitters 7, 8, and 9 due up here in the top half of the sixth, with freshman Eli Curta leading things off. Curta 1 for 2 so far, grounded out back in the second inning, 1-3. Picked up an RBI double and scored a run in the third inning.
And Mario Cotillo.
Lefty Jack John still on the hill for the Mustangs. Johns' first pitch here to Curta was low, but Curta went after it. Came up empty, and the count at 0-1. Now Johns is 0-1 here to Curta, swing and a miss. Count now moves to 0-2. And James Monick due up next, followed by Mario Cotillo. Johns' 0-2 pitch, fastball missed high. Count now 1-2. And Johns' 1-2 pitch, this ball chopped to third. Lyon throw over to first. Vecchiola digging it out. And Curta retired 5-3 for the first out of this top half of the sixth inning. I'll bring up the junior left fielder, James Monick. Monick walked and scored a run in his first at-bat in the third inning, and had an RBI single in his second at-bat. Also in the third inning, takes the first pitch here for strike one from Jack Johns. And if you're just joining us, West Mifflin sent 11 to the plate in the third, scoring 7 runs. Those have been the only runs scored in this game. Next pitch misses low there to Monick. And Johns' next pitch there to Monick misses low. Count moves to 2-1. John's next pitch on the way. Missed inside. Count now 3-1. Johns to Monick. And Johns is 3-1, high and inside for ball 4. So Monick draws a 1-out walk here in the top of the 6th. And I'll bring up Mario Cotillo. Cotillo sacrificed in his first at-bat in the 3rd inning and then struck out looking to end the 3rd. Monick and Cotillo were the 2 Titans to bat twice in that 3rd inning as the throw going over Sevi Vecchiola. That will allow Monick to get down to second base. And the fundamental mistakes continue on the Laurel Highlands side.
After a pickoff attempt like that, you
Yeah.
got to wonder how much longer they're going to leave Johns in the game.
Another healthy leadoff second. That pitch misses low. And Johns has done a nice job here today, maybe just running out of gas and focus. With the Mustangs down 7-0. And his Mustang baseball program sustained a lot of success for about 7 years prior to last year's 1-14 campaign, losing a lot to graduation. We're hopeful for a bounce back this season. It's actually been since almost 2 years ago that Laurel Highlands last won a conference game. 0-10 last year, 0-6 so far this year. Just pulling back the bunt attempt there, Cotillo. With Monick down at second. Again showing bunt, pulling back, pitching there for a strike. Top of the order, due up behind Cotillo and Chase Maggio. Infield coming in and taking that pitch was Cotillo. Monick was able to get down to third and lead at 7-0. Johns with 2 strikes on a 3-2 pitch. Misses low to Cotillo. Now put runners on the corners with Chase Maggio on the top of the order coming to the plate here for West Mifflin. The 4th plate appearance for the game for Maggio. We'll get a courtesy runner here for the catcher Cotillo.
On to run
It'll be Nate Fleming to run.
for the Titans. Number 9, Nate Fleming.
So Fleming running for Cotillo. And that might be it for Johns. And we'll see if the Mustangs make a pitching change here down 7-0. 1 out, top of the 6th inning. And that's it for Johns. We're back in a moment here in the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day. New pitcher for Laurel Highlands, Andrew Gallick. For Gallick, just his 2nd appearance of the season has not factored in any decisions. Worked just an inning, giving up a hit and a walk, but has not given up a run. There's no ERA for Gallick so far this season in his 1 inning of work. A couple of defensive switches as well for Laurel Highlands. Nick Flesher now on to play third Noah Lyon now playing second. As the Mustangs giving Gallick some reps here with 1 out. In the top of the 6th inning, West Mifflin up 7-0. And the top of the order now up in Chase Maggio. So Gallick, the Mustang sophomore, getting some reps now here on the mound with his team down 7-0. West Mifflin threatening, looking for more. Gallick showing, check that, Maggio showing bunt. Runner going down to second. Gallick was not aware. And getting down to second safely, the courtesy runner, Nate Fleming. Go ahead, Carl.
West Mifflin wasting no time moving the runner over to second.
Not at all. Maggio at the plate showing bunt. Pulls back, pitching there for a strike. Count 0-1. And during that 3rd inning where the Titans scored 7 runs, they had 3 bunt singles in the inning. Showing bunt again is Maggio. Infield way in. Now time called. As Gallick steps off. And in those situations, if Maggio decides to swing around, that could be deadly. Pitch on the way, he tried to do that and fouled it off.
Yeah, I was going to say, watching the batting stance when he lays the bunt down, he's still standing in his batting stance. Normally they teach you to square off, put your back foot forward. So
I mean, you get your head literally blown off in that situation coming in from first or third.
To be honest, I'm surprised they allow that in high school sports.
I agree. They even draw a line where the pitcher's at on each side, or you can't come in any farther than that on the bunt situations. This one with 2 strikes gets through on the left side, partly because the infield was in. They're going to go station to station at third. They do score a run. So Maggio, an RBI single to left, driving in Monick. The courtesy runner Fleming stays down at third. And Maggio able to make it to second on the throw. Now Caden Wills at the plate. It's now 8-0. West Mifflin over Laurel Highlands. And Caden Wills had one of those bunt singles back in the 3rd inning coming to the plate. He's 2 for 3. Takes the first pitch high and inside for ball 1.
I think it's safe to say that the West Mifflin coach did his homework with the scouting on Laurel Highlands.
Maybe a little foreshadowing on your part, Carl. You got it 9-0, still 8-0, but the way this inning is going, you might just want to hold up on that. Swing and a miss there from Wills. Remember, if it gets to 10-0, we might not have a 7th inning. The Mustangs will still have to bat in the bottom half of the 6th. And Gallick on a relief of Jack Johns. That ball fouled off by Caden Wills. Takes the count to 1-2. Mustangs just 2 hits on their side of the ball here today. Gallick with 2 strikes on Caden Wills, and Wills golfing this one high in the air to right. Aiden Milsom no play on it as the ball goes foul. Count remains 1-2. A good call on your part, Carl, with the WMBS hoodie today. A little cool breeze coming in here.
Yeah, you can never be too safe this time of year when it's overcast.
I was not smart enough like you and Jason were to bring the long sleeves today. The breeze blowing in. Now the 1-2 pitch here to Wills. Again, he stays alive, fouling off another one. I parked smarter today, though, unlike Thursday. I'm way up there. Parking hard to come by. I was at a premium today with the track meet. I think it was senior day for the track team as well. 1-2 pitch again ends up hitting Wills. So the hit by pitch loads the bases at 8-0. With Javon Thompson coming to the plate. Thompson hit into a rare 9-6-2 double play in the fourth inning. He's 1 for 3 today, though.
They got to make you wonder if they're going to give him a sign to lay down another bunt after hitting into a double play.
Well, you had to get the force all around, though, now. I think you swing away, even with 1 out. And Thompson, a pretty good bat, too, batting .444.
Yeah, especially at this part of the lineup.
Gallick first pitch here to Thompson, up high for ball 1. And just the second appearance on the mound so far this season for the sophomore pitcher, Gallick. Nowhere to put Thompson at this juncture of the game either with the bases loaded. Gallick from the stretch, throw over to third. Back safely. Titans have already stole home once today. I don't think you'd try it here at the bases loaded and 1 out. That pitch to Thompson again misses. Count 2-0. Any sweet uniforms on the Titans side. A little American flag there on the left sleeve. Two-0 pitch on the way. Thompson, big cut, came up empty. Count now 2-1.
Safe to say Thompson's looking for the big grand
Yeah.
that swing, looking down the left field.
He does have a home run so far this year. Gallick's 1-2 pitch here to Thompson. That hit him?
I do believe it
Yeah,
did.
yes, it did. So an RBI hit by pitch for Javon Thompson. It'll be a run scored for Fleming, the courtesy runner. And I should just let you go, Carl. It was 9-0 earlier. Had up there. Now you got to go back and do it again.
Well, we don't want to fool the viewers.
No, now it's 9-0. You have the lefty, Braden, and Zellick coming to the plate. And Zellick 2 for 3 today. Bats from the left side. Takes the first pitch here for a strike, 0-1. 7 runs scored for West Mifflin in the top of the third. They've tacked on 2 more here in the top of the 6th. 0-1 pitch. Chopped on the ground. Could be 2, but was knocked down by the second baseman, Line, who slipped on the play. Went back. The Mustangs had no play on it. And everybody's safe, and now it's 10-0. And scoring on the play there was Maggio. And now Hunter, the initial spot occupied by Hunter Horn, which is now Isaiah Morrison. Horn batted the first 2 times from the DH spot. Went 0 for 2. Morrison came on. Struck out in the 5th. And takes strike 1 here with 1 out in the 6th. Bases still loaded. I mean, the way the Mustangs have been in the field here, he just put it in play. Might get another run. Another tough afternoon for Laurel Highlands. And the Mustangs entered play without a conference win. The Titans entered without a conference loss. Unless something really crazy happens, that will not change here today. Now Gallick long look in here to Isaiah Morrison. Morrison coming up empty. 2 strikes now on Morrison, the senior designated hitter. Came into the game with a 167 average. Mustangs looking for the second out of this top half of the 6th inning. 2-strike pitch fouled off there by Morrison as the senior stays alive. And a reminder, tomorrow, these same 2 teams in action, both on the radio and on Facebook Live. We'll also have coverage on the WNBS YouTube page of the Uniontown Ringgold game. Those 2 teams playing this afternoon at Ringgold High School as well. Have all of the local high school baseball scores for you posted on our WMBS Facebook page later on tonight. 0-2 pitch here again. Gallick to Morrison with the bases loaded. I thought that was going to be strike three, guys. It was close. Takes the count now to 1-2. Now the next pitch on the way. Breaking ball, and there you go. There's the strike three. And down goes Morrison for the second out of this inning. And the second time Morrison has struck out in this game.
For the Titans, number 26, Dakota Leister.
We're going to get a pinch hitter here for Bookleitner. It'll be number 26, Dakota Lester. So Lester batting for Bookleitner. The base is loaded and 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Lefty Leisner at the plate. Take the first pitch for a strike there from Gallick. Lester 200 average so far this season with 2 RBIs. Gallick has been deliberate since he's come on in relief of Johns. And the ball's going to get away. Is that a balk call? Yes, it is. Balk call there on Gallick. That will allow Wills to score and make it 11-0. Other runners advance as well. No pitch there, just the balk called. And the lead increased for the Titans, now 11-0. Lester still at the plate. Count 0-1. From the stretch, 0-1 pitch. Missed off the plate. Evens up the count at 1-1. And the Mustangs will still bat down 11-0 in the bottom half of the 6th inning. We'll need to produce at least 2 runs to keep that game going. Count now 2-1. Two one now. Gallick to Lester. Ball hit high in the air to right. Milsom is there to make the catch to end the inning. So West Mifflin tacking 4 additional runs on. The Titans now lead the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 11-0 as we move to the bottom half of the 6th here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Day. Whether you're buying or selling a home, Jeff Dennis of RE/MAX Select Realty is your local realtor of choice. Jeff and his team are proud members of our community and have the skills, knowledge, and ability to meet your needs. Call them today, 724-933-6300, extension 903. For 20 years, Beagley Tree of Somerset has been providing premier land management services across the region, offering a wide array of services, including vegetation control, right-of-way restoration, land clearing, building demolition, erosion and sediment control, access road installation, and more. Beagley can do it all. For more information, visit BeagleyTree.com or call them at 814-444-TREE for Beagley Tree of Somerset. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, and much more. All insurances accept experienced therapists, convenient location and hours. Give them a call, 724-437-7500. In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there is something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. Experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference today, because when you buy from us, you buy from family. So Laurel Highlands down 11-0. They'll need at least 2 runs here in the bottom half of the 6th inning to continue this game. They'll have hitters 9, 1, and 2 due up. Cade Sencher, Parker Hoff, and Aiden Milsom. First pitch swinging there from Sencher. Sends a fly ball down the left field line, and a running catch made by James Monick for the first out of the inning. The defense, again, has been spectacular for the Titans defensively. 2 Laurel Highlands hits in this game, both back in the first inning by Sevi Vecchiola and Noah Lyon. Aside from that, the only base run of the Mustangs would have the rest of the way would be Noah Lyon in the 4th inning, who got on via a walk. And now the top of the order up, and Parker Hoff, who takes the first pitch for a strike from Jake Martina. Martina looking for the complete game shutout. 0-1 pitch, fastball, popped up on the right side, and that ball will drop in. Kind of a tough play there for any Titan defensively to make on it. Yeah, Booklighter backing up, unable to make the catch. We'll give Hoff a hit. Now Aiden Milsom will come to the plate with a runner on first and 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the Mustangs need 2 runs to extend this game to the 7th. First pitch here to Milsom, breaking ball in for a strike, 0-1. Milsom, 2 fly ball outs in this game. Flew out to left back in the first, flew out to center in the 4th. Sevi Vecchiola due up next. 0-1 here to Milsom. Misses low and outside. Evens up the count at 1-1. Again, when Vecchiola has been up in this game, they've used 4 outfielders. Let's see if that happens again. This ball ripped, and another hit for Laurel Highlands into right field. Mustangs go station to station. Hoff stops at second. And now 2 on and 1 out with Vecchiola coming to the plate. Let's see if they shift here in an 11-0 game. And they're still going to do it. Well, they just reposition back there. They're going to move another outfielder out. Second baseman's deep, but he's not going out there in an 11-0 game. Of course, you can still get a double play here in the infield as well. First pitch here to Vecchiola, fastball, and this ball hit high in the air, deep to center, back to the wall. Was it caught?
I don't know.
Mustangs are rounding the bases saying it's a home run.
It wasn't caught.
And you have the center fielder down on the plate. It's going to be a 3-run home run for Sevi Vecchiola's 3rd home run of the season. Now our concern is with Eli Curta. The center fielder ran into the center field wall. So a 3-run home run to center field makes it 11-3 as they attend to Curta. His hat actually went over the wall as well. One of his teammates going back there to get his hat, and hopefully Curta's all right.
It was a great attempt to try to bring that back in.
They have Jimmy Burns, of course, is a licensed physical therapist. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute going out there as well. It's like Curtis all right. They might make a change, though, in the situation just to get him checked over. It'll be number 1, Derek Tudyk, moving into center field. So Tudyk coming in for Curta. And this game will get extended to the 7th inning.
For West Mifflin, number 1, Derek Tudyk.
So a 3-run home run from Sevi Vecchiola. Vecchiola now 3 home runs and 9 RBIs so far this season. And the shutout gone as well for Jake Martina. See if Martina remains in. Had a lot going on there after the Vecchiola homer. Now Noah Lyon coming to the plate. He's reached base safely in both plate appearances. Singled to right field in the first, walked in the fourth. Now coming to bat here with the bases empty and 1 out after the Vecchiola 3-run home run. You have Mike Smith still in the Laurel Highlands dugout. I think they're trying to get the athletic training staff over here as well. Again, you had 2 events going on at the same time here at Laurel Highlands this afternoon. Billy Logue, Mustang athletic trainer now coming on. He'll take a look here at West Mifflin's center fielder Eli Curta and check him over. Lyon at the plate takes strike 1 from Jake Martina. Now the 0-1, another fastball swing and a miss. 2 strikes now on Noah Lyon. Grass in good shape here at Landman Field. Freshly cut. For this contest this afternoon, 0-2 pitch. Lyon hits it high in the air to left field. Charging and then backing up, repositioning to make the catch. James Monick for the second out of the inning. Now Nick Crouch coming to the plate.
This Laurel Highlands team, they've been seeing the ball pretty well. They just haven't been able to put it in play.
Yes. And some of the defensive fielding mistakes have been the bugaboo for the Mustangs, not only this afternoon, but throughout the course of the season. So Nick Crouch is 0 for 2 behind 0-1, now behind 0-2. Couple of quick deliveries there from Jake Martina. Crouch will step out. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Mustangs get 3 runs back in the bottom of the 6th, but still trail the West Mifflin Titans by an 11-3 score. As we move now to the top half of the 7th here on the C.R. Bronner Group High School Sports Day. Busy day, feeling unwell, don't feel like driving, but need your prescriptions? No worries. Farmana Pharmacy delivers to your home or workplace for free. Stay comfy at home or focused at work. Farmana Pharmacy delivers Monday through Friday, so you don't have to worry about picking up your prescriptions. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Call 724-626-9600 or visit farmanapharmacy.com. Farmana Pharmacy, prescription care and convenience delivered. Spring forward a home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans put you in charge of your dream home project with all the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit with a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458-729. So I thought for a moment there we might not see the 7th inning, but Laurel Highlands getting 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th, extending this game 1 additional inning. And West Mifflin will have Eli Curtis' spot, now occupied by Derek Tudyk, to lead off the inning, followed by James Monick and Mario Cotillo. So we're expecting to see Tudyk here. See if he does bat. And yes, he will. So Tudyk entering the game with a .294 average. No homers, but 11 RBI. So he's been productive at the plate so far this season. I was surprised I haven't seen Tudyk in the starting lineup today with those kind of numbers. He'll take the first pitch for ball 1 here from Andrew Gallick. Gallick entering his 2nd inning of work on in relief of Jack Johns. Now the 1-0 here to Tudyk. Tudyk sends it high in the air to right. Aiden Milsom on his horse will make the catch. So Tudyk retired, F9. Now James Monick will come to the plate, at least his spot, and yes, Monick will bat. Monick has been on base safely in all 3 plate appearances, walked and scored a run in his first at-bat in the 3rd, and then had an RBI single in his second at-bat in the 3rd inning. Also walked and scored a run in the 6th. First pitch here to Monick, foul tipped. Might have caught the umpire in the leg, it did. Count moves to 0-1, and now Monick will have a little chat with Jeff Kuzma, West Mifflin manager and third base coach. And just a reminder, these 2 teams back in action tomorrow. 2 games on our WNBS platforms tomorrow night. Laurel Highlands at West Mifflin and Uniontown hosting Ringgold. Rams and the Red Raiders playing in Carroll Township this afternoon. It was a 4 o'clock start. We'll have all of the local high school baseball scores for you up on our WNBS Facebook page later on tonight. Got the umpire a little ice there at home plate. Have some guys sore here tomorrow, the umps. And mentioned West Mifflin center fielder Eli Curda also took a pretty good shot against the wall, trying to track down Sevi Vecchiola's 3-run home run.
I don't think that's a battle that you're going to win.
No, not against the wall. No 1 pitch. Missed there for a ball. I think only once or twice I've ever seen the player win against the wall. I remember that one outfielder, I think it was a minor league game, ran through the wall and the wall broke.
In right field, I believe, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was back probably early 90s, I'm thinking late 80s, a long time ago. Jason Taylor saying Turner Ward did it as well. That hasn't happened too many times.
No.
Going through the fence here at Landman Field would be difficult. Pitch high and in tight. The James Monick takes the count now to 3-1. 1 out, top of the 7th inning. An 11-3 lead for the Titans over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. 3-1 pitch, misses low for ball 4. West Mifflin has another base run. Mario Cotillo now coming to the plate. Jason Taylor asking me if maybe the center fielder there, Curda, had actually knocked the ball over the wall on Vecchiola's home run with his glove. He could not tell from our perspective. We'll have to go back and watch the replay later on. And throw over to first. Head first slide back safely there from Monick.
Yeah, it was a tough one to see. I had a good zoom in on it, but I still couldn't tell if the ball stayed in.
I'll give you something to do tonight to go back, take a look at that one. Runner going. No throw. Safe at second, James Monick. Lead at 8. Mario Cotillo at the plate. Top of the order, do it behind him. Now runner in scoring position. Time called again. Pitch on the way, fastball called strike. A lot of times at this juncture of the game, 8-run game, 7th inning, you see a lot of strikes thrown and guys swinging at the first pitch. Count here 1-1. Gallic step off, but we're not seeing that today. One now on the way, swing and a miss, takes the count to 1-2.
Yeah, I think partially to blame would be putting a positional player into a pitching role that doesn't normally see a lot of innings.
Yeah, imagine just the second appearance on the mound for Gallic so far this season. It worked just an inning. prior to this game. And there's going to be your strike 3 for the second out of the inning. So down goes Cotillo. Now we'll go back to the top of the order and chase Maggio. Maggio 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored so far in this game. Also has 1 RBI.